Morning world, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, it's the 5th of November 2015. I was going to do this next set video on forecasting, prediction and rebirth, and I was thinking, okay, how do I go about doing rebirth? I could talk about Pluto, and then someone said, well, why don't you do it on reincarnation? And my initial thought was, no, can't do that, I don't believe in reincarnation, it's too easy, it's too pat. But then a few people sort of come up with some things that made me think. It's not about linear reincarnation. I don't believe in reincarnation. It doesn't work like that. You don't die and then get reborn in the next life. It doesn't work like that. If you need evidence of that, then there's 7 billion people on planet now. There was 2 billion when I was born. There was under 1 billion at the start of the last century. So there's more people on planet now than there has been in the whole of history put together, which kind of knocks linear reincarnation on the head. I can go with the idea of homeopathic reincarnation, where when you pass over, the majority of your consciousness gets poured back into this giant sort of soup bowl or tureen, and then the next life comes along and a big sort of ladle pours droplets of this life and droplets of that life into the soul, which is why I can remember trace elements perhaps of past lives, although it was easier when I was younger than it is now, and that kind of works, which explains a lot of past life memories that I get and that other people get as well. Homeopathic reincarnation kind of works, but I still don't like this idea of one life, you pay for what you did in the other life, whether it was good or bad, and that what you do in this life is the portent of future lives. It comes from a sort of Eastern philosophy from India, based on poverty, and the majority of people in those cultures exist in such a level of poverty that Western people can't realise how hard it is for them, and the only hope that many of them have had in the past is to ascribe to a better life in the future by doing well in this life, hence the development of the principle of reincarnation. But then I thought, or someone said to me actually this morning, yes, but plants reincarnate every year. Flowers reincarnate every year. They die and they are reborn. And each time they're reborn stronger and they grow richer and more powerful. And I thought, yeah, plants live in a kind of reincarnatory mode all the time. So what actually signifies the concept of past life or reincarnation in a horoscope? It's very easy to just look at the North Node, or as it used to be called, the karmic North Node. And yes, when you meet somebody and their North Node is on top of your sun or moon, or your sun or your North Node is on top of their sun and moon, there is that level of instantaneous recognition where you just, within a minute of talking to them, you think, hang on, I've known you all my life. There's certainly a connection between people with moons in the same degree or very conjunct each other, or sometimes even in the same sign, where there is that ease of flow where they just naturally and organically get on with each other in a way that suggests that there has been some type of past interaction at some level or some degree. Possibly, yes. Astrocartographically, I know that when I look at a person's astrocartography and I look to where the North Node is on the midheaven, or sometimes where the North Node is on the ascendant on the planet at the time that they were born, if they go there, many more people than average will experience feelings that they've been here before, that they know the landscape, they know the horizon, and they know the towns and the villages in some shape or way. So there's definitely some type of astrological correlation here between reincarnation and the position of the North Node in one's horoscope. But it's not linear, and there's not this kind of Hindu thing around guilt that's attached with it. It's not based on how you do this life pertains to one's next life, because that invokes a kind of linear thing which doesn't work. It also suggests, if we do it that way, that time is a regular constant, and I think that time is only relative to the three-dimensional reality that we live in. Okay, enough philosophizing on the nature of time and rebirth. Today the moon is in Virgo. It's just moved into Virgo. It's squaring Saturn at the moment and opposing Neptune. So today's, and there's 4 planets in Virgo. It's going to be an industrious day today. It's a day for getting things done, being effective and efficient, using one's fingers with 4 planets in Virgo. What a great day for doing massage or knitting or jigsaws or gardening or anything that requires strong finger control with all that Virgo. And of course in the UK, can't resist this, you're going to have to patronise me on this one. It is the 5th of November. It is the celebration of a day when, admittedly, a bunch of fundamentalist Catholics did try and blow up the Houses of Parliament because they didn't like the idea of democracy, and we forget that it was actually some hardcore fundamentalists that we celebrate. But it is the 5th of November, the day when some people did try to blow up Parliament. So just in celebration for that, I can't resist, you're going to have to patronise me, right? What can I say? Have a great November the 5th party. Enjoy the fireworks. See you later. Bye.